most of you have dogs, so you know that they bark.
Right.
And there's no one upstairs to tell them to shut up right now. So.
And they won't tell themselves.
No. Maybe in 45 minutes.
They have no self-control
whatsoever. No. In one ear, out the other.
Yep. Welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Bill.
I'm Josh.
And it's been a while.
It has. Don't get kidney stones, kids. I have one right now. It's not fun. Anyways, today we're doing a cigar blend versus. And a very special one because this is the very first hazmat whiskey we have ever had here on the channel. Now, we both had some hazmat American light whiskey, but it's not the same thing from what I've heard.
And that wasn't on the channel. It was
that was at our Bourbon TikTok meetup back in December. Miss all you guys if you're watching.
At a bottle share.
Yeah. So this is Old Elk's Cigar Blend. This is 4 separate whiskeys blended. So this one is at 111.7 proof. So this is there's 2 of their 6-year high malt bourbons. One is finished in sherry casks for 2 years, and then one is finished for port casks in 6 to 10 months. Then there's a 6-year-old rye that is finished in rum for 8 months. And then their 6-year-old wheat, which is finished in Sauterne wine for 6 months. So very complicated. 3 different mash bills. There's a rye in here. There's the high malt. There's a wheat. So lots of different things going on. And there's some new news about Old Elk.
Yep. They were just purchased by Middle West Spirits.
Yeah. From Ohio.
Yep. Out of Ohio. So
don't know exactly.
I would say the brand will stay around because there's quite a bit of brand recognition on it. So.
Yeah. So the question for that is, they've got a ton of barrels because they bought from MGP because Greg Metz was master distiller
at MGP
and then went there. So it's gonna be
it's kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting them to be up for sale, to be honest with you.
Me either. I thought they were doing pretty well. But
and they may be. It's just
they just got an offer they couldn't refuse.
Middle West may have had some free cash.
Middle West is a booming distillery.
Yeah. So
we actually have their 100% cast strength wheat whiskey we haven't tried yet, which we should do. But the bottle it's going up against is 13th Century Whiskey Company. This is a brand new company to me.
To me as well. Not to be confused with 13th Colony.
Yes.
Out of Georgia. This is out of Colorado.
Yeah, so 2 Colorado whiskeys going head to head here. This is sourced from Indiana, which, of course, Old Elk is also sourced from Indiana. So this is a little different. There's actually, you're not going to be able to see this on camera, but I will do my best to show it up. There's a pot still, glass blown inside of the bottle. It's pretty cool.
And one thing about these, if you ever see them and you go to pick them up, the bottles are very light.
Yes.
So these are not ones, a lot of bottles you can drop them on the concrete floor and they won't break.
They'll be fine.
But
this one would shatter into a million pieces instantly. Yeah. This is the lightest bottle I have ever held in my life.
And this is also different because I'm pretty positive for me that this will be the only small barrel. Because this is originally aged in 30-gallon barrels.
So this is 2 whiskeys in a Char 4 and a Char 5 oak 30-gallon barrel, who are then married and blended into a Char 1 heavy toast 53-gallon barrel to then finish the maturation process. The mash bill is on here. So we are at 88 corn, 7 rye, and 5% malted barley.
I also want to call this out where I got this because we're going to be going back down there to do some filming. And there are some other channels that have done some filming there. Bourbon Hunter, for example, has done a film there.
What's up, Hunter?
It's Heritage Liquor and Wine, and they are in Simpsonville, South Carolina. Michelle Raffo is the
owner-operator.
Kim is the person that I spoke to there, and then Michelle reached back out. She got our information. She reached back out. We want to go down and do some filming. They've got some Broad Branch bottles picks that are coming in that are also hazmat, by the way.
And if you're not on the Broad Branch train, get on the Broad Branch train.
Yep, try
It's
it.
great whiskey.
They're out of Winston-Salem, North
It's
Carolina.
right here.
So,
Buy some.
and you can go back and look at our videos from that. But we're looking forward to getting back down there and actually talking with Michelle. She is I've seen it from the other channels, and then talking to Kim, who works at the store as well. You can tell that they are into their business. And they've also got a Knob Creek cast strength pick coming in as well. Ooh, and I picked up a Maker's Mark pick while I was there too. So anyway,
should we get into this?
Let's get into it.
All right. So the Old Elk Cigar Blend featured for the very first time on our 12 Days of Christmas series last year, and is one of the first finishes.
Go ahead and do this.
That you tried that you were like, oh
yeah,
oh, actually this is pretty nice.
And this nose, I think, is better now that it's opened up a little bit.
Ooh, wow.
And this is a myriad of finishes, though.
Yeah, I'm really getting a lot of that rum right off the bat. A little hint of rye spice, but there's that port, thick, heavy sweetness is there.
Yeah, that kind of...
Wondering what kind of sherry this is. It's giving me like a PX sherry vibe.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Then the Sauterne is it's much more gentle flavor that comes through.
Yeah.
But vastly different mash bills. And there's a rye in
and
here,
also this one being at 111 proof.
Yeah, we're a massive jump in proof.
Well, yeah, we're going to be.
Coming.
But
yeah,
for me on the finishes, it needs to have some proof on it.
Yeah.
So the whiskey is still the predominant thing that comes through, and the finish doesn't overpower.
And for me, it's not even necessarily proof. It's just, it doesn't need to be super cut. Like if your barrel proof is 111, maybe don't cut it to 90.
Right.
You know?
Right.
If your barrel proof is 99, awesome, cool. You know, release it like that. But when you start to cut that original whiskey, that's when you really start to lose flavor. And then when you finish it on top of that, the finish becomes the dominant thing.
Like these people out here are probably thinking, enough talking, let's get to tasting.
More drinking.
But real quick, just if you like what we're doing here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up, give us a like, and we appreciate it. Give us comments. We love to get that.
Question of the day: what's your favorite cigar blend?
There you go. How much?
Or your favorite cigar?
Yeah, I smoked a cigar last night.
Oh. Let's do it, folks.
Let's go. So the first thing I got was that sweetness, probably from the rum, I would say, more than anything else. That coating, that kind of thick coating from that port is coming through. I got a little bit of a raisin in it.
Yeah, I was just about to say I'm getting a little bit of a raisiny flavor in there.
Then the spice kicked in.
Oh yeah.
And then the oak kicked in.
And we have famously not been malted barley fans.
Yeah.
This does have a little bit of that malted barley impact, but in this case, it's kind of nice.
It is.
It's a little sweeter than it is dry.
Yeah, but there's a big oak impact here.
There is. Yeah. There is no statement on how old these were before they finished.
But this is 8 barrels they've been in, right? This 2 each. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, minimum. Yeah, minimum. Yeah, minimum of 8. And one of the sherry finish was in there for 2 whole years.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of extra oak.
Yep.
A nice proof point with that 111. Fairly sweet. Nothing like too crazy. Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
It's gonna refresh between.
I'll have to get a water in between videos. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this. Do you like and drop, sir?
Sure.
There you go. And now, to hopefully not burn my palate, there was a little drop on the side of the bottle, and I just did that, and I immediately was like, oh crap.
You gotta quit spilling stuff, man.
I'm just bet there the drop on the side, for some reason, for the life of me, I can't avoid it. This is fairly dark.
This is really dark.
This is, so the only other products that I can compare this to are double oaked products.
Yeah.
Like the Peerless double oaked is incredibly dark. So is this. By the way, apologies for the dogs. I'm using a new audio way I'm editing the audio, and they're coming through more on camera, so I apologize. But I'm sure most of you have dogs, so you know that they bark.
Right.
And there's no one upstairs to tell them to shut up right now. So.
And they won't tell themselves.
No. Maybe in 45 minutes.
They have no self-control
whatsoever. No. In one ear, out the other.
Yep.
Man, that just smells so good.
But I'm getting no ethanol off of it.
None whatsoever. And honestly, I think a lot of that, people say, oh yeah, drink your whiskey from a Glencairn. But nobody really, there's a science to why this glass is like this. And it is, in one way, to eliminate some of that ethanol and then pronounce the actual aromas you're getting. It's pretty crazy.
And speaking of aromas, I'm getting caramel.
For sure.
I'm surprisingly not getting oak.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the tannins. I'm not getting...
Yeah, you would think from a 30-gallon barrel, but it really depends on how...
And they're heavy charred, too.
Yeah. Level 5 char is the highest char, as far as I know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can ask for a level 6 char. As far as I know, level 5 char is tip-top.
The level 6 probably burns a hole in the side.
Have some major angel share with that one.
I mean, I'd like to give you more off the nose, but that's about...
Yeah. I mean, it's just a really rich, sweet caramel flavor.
It is. It's a very rich... There's some earthy tone, I think, in there. Maybe a leather.
I was going to say leather, yeah. Man, I'm a little out of practice. I haven't even drank anything in a while, so I'm just thankful that the things you're picking up are the things I'm picking up right now.
And by the way, this was going to be a what's that bottle for Josh, because he had no idea that I had bought it.
Yeah, but your Facebook conversation with Michelle was transferred over to Instagram, and I saw the notification on our Instagram page, and I was like, oh okay, already done. You ready to tackle this thing?
I'm ready.
I'm slightly scared.
We need to get you some more of that try-acting. So you could try acting like a man and not be as scared of things.
That's just because I haven't had a drink in a long time. Wow.
That drink's like it's 110.
I'd say a little more.
Maybe a little more, but it's not.
Yeah, like 110s. Yeah, it does not drink like it has been. Boy, there's some spice on that finish, though.
Mm-hmm. And the oak is coming in.
That caramel is so rich and deep.
Yeah. It's,
wow.
It's a full coating, mouthfeel.
Yeah, that is so much flavor. That is so much.
And that leather,
flavor.
There's a leather there. There's a bit of a tobacco there.
Boy. This thing is different.
But yeah, it does not drink like it's...
Ooh, that drop of water.
130s, 140s.
That drop of water got the ethanol kicking off there in the glass. And then it tamped down back again. Man, there's a little maybe a little molasses.
You get these deep dark ones with that much caramel, it can kind of turn into that sweeter molasses.
For sure, yeah. Whew. Boy. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, that deep, dark, rich, earthy, that leather comes through more now on the nose.
There's a little bit of oak, in fact, on the nose.
Yeah, kind of tamps down that caramel a little bit.
Yeah. Lets the barrel char and barrel impact really shine a little more. I'm going to go back to this old elk here.
You going to go that way?
Yeah, once we've had the drop in it. Just give that one a little bit more time.
Yeah, this one had been open.
Ooh, boy. That nose has changed completely.
Yeah, I'm getting more of that sherry now.
Yeah. A lot brighter. Very tropical.
Yeah.
Little of like a orange.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pineapple-y kind of.
I don't know if I can go pineapple, but I can go on the orange.
Orange for sure. Maybe like a little kiwi or something. There's like a slightly sour tropical fruit in there.
Yeah, the kiwi to me presents more like strawberry. So
I think you're just thinking because that's a combination that
not for me.
is pretty common.
Not for me.
Strawberry and kiwi.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah,
If I'm eating kiwi, I eat kiwi. If I'm eating strawberries, I eat strawberries.
you got to put them all together. It's like when you get a handful of Skittles.
I don't like
you
salads.
just do all of them at the same time. This snow is definitely an improvement.
Yeah. But
It's
yeah,
good.
you're right. Fresh. Very, very bright. Very fresh.
Yes. Yeah, totally.
Not like I get sometimes like effervescent. I'm not getting that off of it, but that's more on the palate that I generally get.
Like
that.
we have two ends of a spectrum.
Yeah.
Here.
Tamp the rye down just a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oak's still coming in though.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing I'll say about both of these. They both kind of roll in and then they kind of roll back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice play on the palate, I think.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of tropical fruit in there. Orange is there for sure. There's a little bit of a sugary sweetness here.
I'm
That's
getting
nice.
calls.
That's nice. All right.
And honestly, I swear that one comes through at a more proof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely on the second sip, it does definitely.
but I think it
higher.
definitely has more oak impact on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also probably that high malt because this was 88 corn.
7 rye, 5 malted
Yeah,
barley.
so
So,
that's definitely the
Yeah.
malt that's coming through more on this one.
Yeah. And then this also has an entire rye,
Right.
95.5 MGP rye blend, and then a high wheat blend too. So,
So there's a lot going on in that one.
yeah, that's 4 ring, technically speaking.
Ooh, man. Still got that caramel. I'm getting like a fresh wood, not like a almost
Like bark.
or like a maple, not like maple syrup, but like maple wood.
Yeah. That leathery caramel note still
Mhm.
very prominent.
Bit of a sawdust, maybe. Maybe that's the
Maybe it's that level 5 char.
like when you're like if I'm cutting wood, running a saw or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's do it.
Wow, a lot of spice.
Whew.
A lot of spice. Which is got to be coming from the oak. There's no
That
way
was
it
a-
can't be.
That was a total change up.
Oh yeah, that one drop of water made a big change.
Yeah, there's that rich oak. Caramel is definitely more of an undertone now.
This now it comes through as craft for me.
Yeah, a little
It's
crafty.
very crafty. Not in a completely bad way, but
Definitely prefer it without the water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that definitely
I
got a little grainy,
mhm.
and that oak impact really, really is punching through.
Yeah.
Man, what an interesting comparison,
Mm-hmm.
because they are totally different.
Oh, completely. And it's not the proof.
No,
That's
it's
what I
really,
expected
it's
it to
really
be.
not. Yeah, I expected
Now this
thing
one
to blow
definitely
me out
came
of
through.
the water.
Comes through with that with the
Hotter
drop,
the second
comes through
time.
hotter the second time.
Yeah, maybe a 120 maybe
Yeah.
a little, definitely higher 120.
130 something.
Certainly still not drinking like a hazmat.
Well, I know where I'm at.
Where you at?
The Old Elk is the winner for me.
I am too.
So
Yeah, it's just more put together.
that's it. It's got
It's all zipped up, buttoned
Yeah.
up.
so
But this is a very nice whiskey.
it is. Give it some time.
Mm-hmm. Let it open up a little bit more.
We'll visit it again down the road,
Yeah, for sure.
and as we say about lots of things, and we still have bottles that are unopened that we haven't even opened yet.
Well, we got,
Yeah,
it's a good problem to have.
yeah, it's a high grade problem.
It's a good problem to have.
But yeah, for me, the Old Elk is the winner here, and rating them, I'd go B, C. That's where I'd be with them.
I'm B+, C+.
So
Yeah.
again, kind of like us, we're usually a plus minus all.
Yeah. I love this one.
Yeah,
This
that-
thing's very
that's-
nice. I really do like
That's
that.
really good.
Yeah.
It is really good. So,
all right, folks. Thanks for hanging out here with us today. English is a hard language sometimes.
so, and like great bourbons, our videos get better with time.
And as always, take care of yourselves.